Hey, 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 Libra, what's a happening, the hotter stuff? Glad to be back with you guys. Speak up and speak out. Let your voice be heard loud and clear. Are we clear? Restore. Don't give away your power anymore. Stop doing that thing you do. Bam. Bam. No, I'm just kidding. I am in such a goofy mood today. I have been new boot goofing all day, honey. Oh, guys, guess what I got today? I got me a sweet baby little Jesus. Someone, I guess they give them out somewhere, and somebody told me about it over the 4th on the 3rd, I think, when we had a party. I said, I want a little Jesus so bad. And they brought me a sweet little baby Jesus. Ain't he cute? I know you can order them by the bags, but still, I love me some Jesus. You know what? We're going to sit you right there, buddy. We're going to sit you right there, Jesus. Yep, yep, yep. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, my goofy ass. Okay. You know, Libra, there was a time when you were being guided to play it small. And now you're being guided out of that. You're being guided to let your freak flag fly, honey. You are being guided to speak up and speak out. This isn't something, it's almost like there was a time, I'm just going to give this as an example. It could be what you're going through. It could not be. There's a time, let's just say, where there was somebody where you, like maybe either you hurt them or you just thought they were smarter than you. You always kind of felt inferior to them, right? This is somebody who's very opinionated, and it was just like, oh, they sound so confident when they speak, and they know so much, so I must be wrong. Source is saying, fuck that noise. It is absolutely not true. Not anymore, and it wasn't even then. You were just being called to be quiet. When you were being quiet back then, it was from a place of insecurity. But now, there's been times where this same person, let's just say, has their same opinions. They're very opinionated. They have things that they say, and they think they're right. And you have been finding yourself possibly speaking up to that, speaking against that, or, saying something about that topic, and you're shocking people. You're especially shocking somebody who's never at a loss for words, and damn it, they're at a loss for words now. There's something about it, it's like almost like people didn't think that you were intelligent or had a backbone. They didn't think you were smart. They didn't think that you had a backbone. They didn't think that you had anything to offer. But now all of a sudden, it's like you naturally just speak up, and it's not uncomfortable for you anymore, where you haven't realized that yet. And that's why Source is pointing it out to you, because this is something that's shifted for you over a long period of time. So where you once could not even find your voice, now you may have a hard time keeping it quiet because you have things that you believe, things that you say. You stand up for yourself now. You are setting boundaries. And you know what they're telling me that you do now that you could have done back then, but you didn't believe in yourself enough? You are speaking out answers. You are answering questions to that people have that has never crossed their lips. They are thinking these questions, and then here you come giving them a response. You give them the answer to a question they never fully asked you. And they're thinking, how did they know that I was thinking that? How did they know that? They just read my mind. And you are intimidating people now. Where before you were so quiet. You were reserved. You were likable, for lack of a better word. You were amenable. You let people get away with shit, where now you don't let people get away with shit. 444 on the clock. And so Source is saying, keep doing that. Keep using your voice. You don't have to be rude. You don't have to be mean. You don't have to be cocky. But you're allowed to speak your opinion. And they definitely don't want you thinking everybody else is right and you're wrong. Just because somebody's really opinionated and animated when they speak that opinion, it does not mean they're right. It just means that they're animated and opinionated. You can be right and be reserved. You don't have to be the loudest voice in the room. And that's what I feel like maybe you were dealing with somebody who did have that larger than life energy, who had the loudest voice in the room, or who was used to getting all of the attention, or used to being right all the time, or used to getting their way with you. And now you're not. You're not putting up with things that you put up with before. So Source is saying, keep doing that. It's only going to get easier for you if you're already doing it. And if you're not doing it, this is the time to start testing the waters and dipping that toe in and realizing you can have an opinion. You can speak your opinion too. And a lot of people are going to listen. A lot more than you think. And people are listening to you more than you realize. A horn just went beep. Thank you for and just did it again. Thanks for the confirmation. 2 cards gave all of that. Life can be hard and life can be wonderful. Which will you focus on? All right. So you can have, I'll give you this example. All right. When I get in the car, I like to have my music up and I like to have it loud. I don't like being on the phone. It's a distraction for me. I miss exits. Shit happens when I'm on my phone, okay? I like to be with my music and I like to be jamming out. Well, the other day, got stuck in a traffic jam. And I mean, these songs, it was just like one banger after another, man. And I was dancing hardcore. I was singing. I was embarrassing my children. I was having the time of my life. And I tell you, my mom and my daughter's like, Mom, quit. People are looking at you. They're looking at you and you're embarrassing us. I'm like, I don't give a shit. I'm going to dance any damn way. But I look over and the guy next to me, he's got his hand out and he's cussing out the person in front of him who could not go anywhere. So there's an example. We were both stuck in traffic. We were both, probably late for something. And then you got one over here cussing people out, getting pissed off, road rage, probably hitting the steering wheel. And then you have me over here just dancing my life away to my heart's content, blaring music, having a good old time. So it's like you get to choose how you feel in any given situation. Are there going to be times where you just have knee-jerk reactions and things hit your heart painfully? Hell yeah. But we're talking about the things that you can focus on, that you can navigate right now. You may not have the finances that you need right now. You may not have the partner that you want right now. You may be struggling with whatever right now, health issues right now. But let's just say it's a health issue, are you going to keep focusing on that health issue? Like, oh God, this hurts. Oh God, this hurts. Oh God, this hurts. Oh God, this hurts. You know what? I've watched my father. I'm going to give you this as an example. My dad and I, May 29th of last year, we were walking into Kroger, grocery store. We were actually going to the bank to have something notarized. And we heard, bang, 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 bang. And I was like, what the hell? And my dad looked at me. He's like, that is not fireworks. And we turned around and there was a man trying to get into the store where the doors were closing. And he was shimmying through and he was shimmying with a gun in his hand pointed right at us. He was running from the cops. Well, a shoot off ended up happening between the cops and this drug dealer. Okay. My dad got hit. All right. The cops are there. He's laying on the ground. You would not even know that this man was shot. He just laid there like, it hurts a little bit. Yeah, no. Laid there like it was nothing. But boy, let me tell you, as soon as he got home, it has been tear after cry, after yell, after frustration, after tear, after cry. And it hasn't stopped. Every single day, his mind focuses on that pain. And since he's done that, I have literally watched his entire life just go down the drain. I've watched his personality disappear. I've watched everything disappear. Now, I'm not saying it didn't hurt. Hell yeah, it hurt. He got shot. He's had 7 bullet holes down his left side, from his left ass cheek down to below his left knee. He's had a knee replacements. He's had infusions and, he's had epidurals in his back. He's had so many things, and nothing alleviates his pain. But what happens is he'll be complaining about that pain, and then all of a sudden, he'll slam his finger in the door, or he'll be complaining about that pain, or he'll get a bad phone call, or he'll be complaining about that pain, and then it's like momentum ensues. Momentum ensues, and when you keep talking about something negative, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Well, the same thing will happen with things that you do want. If you only focus on the things that you do want, those things will get bigger and bigger and bigger. Right? Now, that example of me getting stuck in traffic like that, you're going to say, well, Crystal, if you were in such a great mood, you shouldn't have been stuck in that traffic. You got to remember, I have 5 other people in that car with me, and their energy also matters. And I was supposed to be in that situation to see the difference and give this example in this reading. I was supposed to be in that energy. I had to see that person flipping the guy in front of him off, and I was supposed to see somebody with blood red in the face screaming and yelling and grabbing their wheel like this while I'm dancing. Same situation, different response. And that's what they want you to focus on. You have been around people who have those knee-jerk reactions, who have that really like boisterous, egotistical, in-your-face, fuck you energy, where you don't seem to be somebody like that. Or if you are, you aren't now. And they want you to know your focus has been getting sharper. You've been doing better. And you're in a position now where you're naturally just not giving away your power. It's becoming second nature for you to speak up and stand up and speak out. And feel confident with what you're saying. You're doing that naturally, and it's like Source wants you to know that, because it's happened over such a long period of time. You have not recognized that about yourself, and they want you to know how proud they are of you. Okay. This or this? This. They want these. Okay. You are charming. Have confidence in your charm. A lot of people gravitate towards you because they like you for you. It's your energy. It is your energy that makes you so likable. And like I was just telling you before, like you are answering questions for people that they've never spoken out loud. And it kind of freaks them out because they feel like you're reading their mind. And you know why? It's because you're in alignment with your inner being. And this person's inner being is rendezvousing with your inner being. And when you're in alignment and this inner being and they're communicating, you're able to answer that in real time. And that's like this. And it makes people feel like, wow, Libra really gets me. Wow, Libra really understands what I mean. It's you're making a really big impact. Bigger than you give yourself credit for. Oh, the 30-day challenge. Okay. Force yourself to do something new for 30 days to form a new habit. All right. They want you to do this right now. They don't want you waiting. They want you to pause this video. They want you to sit and just brainstorm a bunch of different things that you can try. Just brainstorm. Write a whole list of a bunch of different things. And if you don't know which one you want, like you pick the one, you can pick weed out the ones you don't think you want to do every day. But there should be at least 5 on that list. And they're saying that you can even go between these 5 things because they're all vibrationally, they're like in the same, they're in the same vein. Let's just say they run in that same vibrational vein. So they want you to do that. So pause the video, Write your list. Actually, I'm going to do it myself. Okay, so I got my list, y'all. Take your list. You can look at it. You can cross some out. You could put, an L for later. Circle the ones that you think that would be good for you to start right away. And they want you to pick 3. Start with 3 things on your list, and they want you to do at least one of those things every single day for 30 days. Okay? I did it. Y'all do it too. We can do it together, Libra. With you on this. This is about self-exploration, okay? You're peeling off all of these false personas that you had to be in the past, just to get by. You don't have to do that anymore. This is time for you to get to know yourself and find your truth, not somebody else's truth. This is awesome. I like this for you. That's all they want you to do. They want you to change of bad habits at the bottom. You starting something new for 30 days is going to help you break a bad habit. This has to be something satisfying and fun, not something monotonous, satisfying and fun. Ooh, I want to add something else to my list. Okay. All right. Let's see. Some tarot for that ass, and then we'll get you out of here. Yeah, whatever it is that you start and create that habit, you're going to be able to make money from it. Literally within 30 days. As soon as you start doing this and you get that passion bug, like really, things really starting to go, the momentum's starting to roll, you're going to find like people are going to be like, I'll pay you for this. And you're like, what? I'll do it for free. I enjoy it. And they're like, no, I'll pay you for your time. It's going to be something like that you're going to be doing. Okay. Right, Jesus? Right, sweet baby Jesus. Ooh-wee. I love him. Yeah. I have been getting such a move vibe. Literally, the moving card came out in the collective reading that I did earlier today. Someone is moving. She does not look happy about this move, though. Let's see what's up with that. Let's see if it's just... They're saying you're going to be happy about the move. The actual move itself may be a little stressful because you're going to have to say a lot of good... Yeah. You have to be strategic about this. That's why. There's going to be people who don't want you to... Molly, please stop digging the floor. You can't dig a hole to China on my carpet, baby girl. Okay? You already put a hole in it. You want your choo-choo? You want your chewy? Let's get your chewy. Hold on, I need my puppy wants her chewy. Let me get you a poop. Okay, I had to give my Molly girl her chewy. Little baby girl. I have the best dogs. We have a puppy now. He'll be 10 weeks on Thursday. His name's Max. He's so cute. Okay, so they're saying whatever it is that you start, this habit that you create, you are going to be able... Okay, remember in the beginning of the video, I have to say this. Remember in the beginning of the video when I said that you have things to say, speak up and speak out. People really actually enjoy the things that you say. Look at you here. You're speaking up, you're speaking out with a smile on your face, and people are listening to you. This is something you're meant to do. This is like, if you're not doing this yet, this is where Source is taking you. You are going to have to move out of a current environment because it doesn't fit you anymore. Do you see this? And Source, like, there's a strategy behind this. Source has been very strategic with this move. Certain things had to happen a certain way. Someone, wherever you are now, they are not going to be happy that you're leaving. They are going to try to block this from happening. I mean, it could literally just be you're moving out of state and your parents are upset. You know, it could be something like that. Like, I can't believe you're gonna just up and leave. Family doesn't do that. You know, something along those lines. Or who's gonna be there for you if you need somebody? You're moving somewhere and you don't know anyone. And you know, that's what this feels like. That, you know, that's why this feels stressful to me. It's because of the energies that you have to deal with while you're leaving. Yeah, that's what I got. But you've manifested this new beginning. You want this new beginning. This is exactly what you've been wanting all along. And now that it's coming, look, here you are, a leader again, King of Swords. I'm telling you, you have something. You have a message this world needs. You have a message this world wants. You are a leader to your very core, Libra. You are fair. You are balanced. You're doing the damn thing. That's just all I got to say. And that is that on that. All right. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love.